Reached out to me and she says, I love what you're doing. I want to read more, but I do not know how to begin. I feel like I don't even have the time. And I said to her, I understand. I was there. I said this to some years back, but I was able to transform my reading habit the moment I turned my tech binging into book binging. Today, I have become a book binger. Now, this is the response I give to so many professionals that reach out to me with this same kind of challenge. They keep saying, oh, I want to read, but I do not have the time. And I say to them, if you can work a journey with me of transforming your tech binging to book binging, you will find that you have a lot of time to actually read every single day to optimize your cognitive function. You're welcome to Speed Reading Short Break Series Day 18. And I am Leslie Grace, the founder of the Smart Speakers Academy. I'm excited that you are here again today to have this conversation. It shows that you are not just happy that you're not just unhappy that you are in that place, but you are willing to seek help and leave that place as fast as possible and get to the desired destination of reading daily. And today we have Juliet Soibi as the first person to join us today. Hi Soibi. Hello everybody and welcome to this conversation today. I am more excited each time it's Speed Reading Short Break Series because I get to share not just principles and techniques, but I get to share my story. The things my hands have touched, the things my eyes have seen, the things my ears have heard. And I'm just here saying, hey professionals, there's a way out. Do not wallow in seemingly helplessness when there is a way out. So today we'll be having this conversation. Your phone is no longer just a tool, it's a trap. Gradually, so many people have become trapped in their phones without even knowing. And I want to show you how. Because the goal is to actually move you from the place of tech binging to book binging. This is what transformed my life. And I mean, I shared the story in my best-selling book, Mastering Speed Reading for Busy Professionals. And I'm going to be sharing it here today as well. I put it in short bullet points and we're talking about this today. How you can also move. I'll start by showing you that your phone is no longer just a tool, it's a trap. Hi Jacinta. I see you everybody. Number one is dopamine addiction. You see, for every single scroll, every single like, every single notification, it gives you a dopamine hit. So you're training your brain to seek short bursts of stimulation instead of deep focus. This is why so many people would rather be on their phones for hours than sit down to read for 10 minutes. Dopamine addiction. Number two, many people have become slaves to their phones because of this dopamine addiction. Now, it's resulting in average screen time increase. A book binger reached out to me and talked about this whole screen time issue because in our inner circle, there's something we're doing this month of June. There's a challenge we're doing this month of June, and we had to hit this topic. I want to bring it out here to say that average screen time is, for most adults, from my research, I found that it's around 6.5 to 7.5 hours a day. That's the full shift of a job that the average professional spends on the phone. Now, some people will say, no, I don't do that long. Some people even do half of that. That is half of work hour. And that is waste of daylight. Some people even waste their night sleep time. Time they should be sleeping is when they are using just on the phone, scrolling endlessly. And it's not your fault, right? The dopamine addiction is real. You love the short burst of motivation that comes from each like, from each. So people make posts on social media and they're on social media checking how many views, how many likes, how many follows. They define their self-worth by the number of followers that they have. Even without even thinking, okay, what value am I putting out there on social media? Because at the end of the day, there are two kinds of users on the street of social media. Consumers and creators. There is no middle line. You are either consuming or you are creating. And the truth is, you cannot be on the two ends. You cannot be on the two divides. You say, okay, I'm consuming, but I'm also creating. The moment you're consuming, you do not even have the time to create. And the moment you are creating, you do not have the time to consume. The good news is, for each time you take out moments to sit and read, you are actually reshaping your mind to create. Number three, app designers use behavior loops. Cue, action, reward. So they give you a cue, you do the action, there's a reward that follows. That's what these app creators have made. And this is carefully curated to get your attention. Again, it's about your time. Again, it's about your energy. See, show me where your energy and your time goes. I can tell you where you're going the next 10 years. Where is your energy and your time given to trends on social media? Who is bashing who is doing what, as opposed to you working on you? You being you, not looking for who you think is doing too much that you want to bash, and you're just it's unnecessary. See, the app designers have used this to keep you hooked. This is intentional. You are the product. Oh yeah. Yes. At the end of the day, they are making money off you for each time you click. Number 4, information overload. So when people say things like, oh, doing a book a week is too much, it will lead to information overload, I laugh, because they're saying those things out of ignorance. The real information overload comes from too much consumption on social media. So information overload triggers decision fatigue. That's what it does. And it reduces mental clarity and energy. So you see that, oh, I'm consuming too much. There's too much on my, it's leading to decision fatigue. It's leading to loss of clarity. It's leading to loss of energy. The next point, attention spans are beginning to shrink. It's really shocking. Between 2000 and 2024, it has drastically reduced from 12 seconds to 8.25 seconds. I mean, when I was looking at the curriculum for our speaking classes, when we're teaching people how to speak smartly, we had to recurate certain parts of the curriculum because attention is the new gold. People only have 8 seconds to decide if they want to listen to you or not. So we had to retrain smart speakers that, hey, the opening hook of any speech is now more important, because it's within the first 8 seconds that they decide if they're going to listen to you or not. Now that's by the way. But the important fact is to note that within 4 years, attention span has reduced from 12.5 seconds to 8 seconds, full-blown adults. After 8 seconds, they have logged out. That's less than a goldfish, and that's sad. Constant switching between tabs and apps causes what we call attention residue. From Instagram to Facebook to TikTok to YouTube to everywhere. Hi, Etito Penwini. Hello. You're welcome here. And you're moving. You see the constant switching between tabs, right? It causes what we call attention residue. It slows down your brain's ability to concentrate for long periods, because you're literally training your brains to switch from tabs. Now, this is why it's hard to read for 15 minutes, because the ideal adult doesn't also sit down for 15 minutes to do anything. You are just sitting down, probably you're waiting in your waiting room, and within that 15 minutes, as opposed to bringing out a book to read. Let me use a typical example. We have a lot of ladies on this live that I can see. You went to the salon to make your hair. You know that hair will take you between 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on the salon, the style, and the number of vendors or stylists attending to you. And you go for such time-consuming task without a book. What will happen? You would have 3-4 hours scrolling from one task to the other. Hi, Oravani. Yeah, I see you. Moving from one social media app to the other. What this causes is what we call attention residue. Switching between apps and tabs causes that. So the attention begins to become a challenge. It now begins to become harder to actually pay attention to a task per time. And they now say, I don't know why anytime I pick my book to read, I am lost. See, the truth is, constant switching between tabs and apps reduces and hampers focus. A professional reached out to me today and she said, I'm suffering from something I have to deal with. Can you help me? I'm dealing with focus. These are the kind of conversations, these are the kind of chats, calls I receive literally almost every day. And I can relate because I was there. Like, I'm not ashamed. Yeah, this is my story. I've put it in a book. I've said it everywhere. I have to, and I'm going to continue saying it, okay? But the truth is, if you do not understand that the phone is becoming a trap, instead of becoming a tool, you would also end up being in this space. And that's not where we want you to be. Now, the next point is phantom vibration syndrome and notification anxiety have now been found to be documented as a psychological condition. Phantom vibration syndrome and notification anxiety. Do you know that most people who are on the streets of social media, who claim that they are creators, they say, oh, I'm a coach, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm here to provide this solution or the other, they have fallen to this trap of notification anxiety. They wake up in the morning, they're going to check their social media pages. They are looking for vibrations. Hello. Doctors have found that this is now a psychological condition. You don't want to be there. How is it possible for such a person to focus? It's going to be hard. The next point. Tech binging weakens working memory and long-term recall. And I suffered it. I used to be a tech binger for years. Don't tell me. I knew the latest trend. Instagram to Facebook to, I was everywhere. But guess what? I also noticed that I started suffering memory recall. Yesterday, one of the booking just reached out to me and she said, the way I create, the way my mind works now is amazing. So that's one thing tech binging does to you. It weakens your memory recall. However, when you move from that place and get to book binging, you also notice a quick shift in your memory recall. A quick shift in your strategic thinking and your speaking. You now begin to do what we call here at the Smart Speakers Academy smart speaking. Okay? You feel mentally busy but produce nothing of lasting value. This is what we call cognitive clutter. Now, this is why I said that there are only two kinds of people on social media. Those who are consuming or those who are creating. I want to show you why top professionals are too distracted to grow. Now, if you're finding yourself in this place and you're just wondering why, well, I don't know, I feel like, just calm down. I want to show you why. Because, reasons affect your routines. Reasons reap results, okay? So I want to show you reasons because these reasons will help you to rewire your routine. So next time when you want to fall back into that trap, you can pick yourself out. Number one, constant context switching. Checking messages, DMs, and news interrupts your flow. So that's why it's affecting your growth. Do you know, I'm currently reading a book by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. This book, Why We Want You to Be Rich. Amazing, large read. And I'm doing it for 1 week, 7 days, as usual. But I noticed that at the end of this book, that a whole Donald Trump, you know Donald Trump, right? Multi-billionaire Donald Trump. And Robert Kiyosaki, the writer of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm sure you can relate to him. But both people, after writing this book, I'm doing almost like 50 pages daily. So multiply that by 7. That's how voluminous the book is. But guess what? At the end of this book, right? The core message is that it's your brain power that determines your wealth. Same thing Donald Trump said. Same thing Robert Kiyosaki is saying. Now, my question is, what is the future for the professional of today who's falling into the trap of tech binging? Who's falling into that trap of tech binging? Because the sad reality is constant texting and all of that is going to interrupt your flow, your mental flow. That's the flow we're talking about. Number 2, inbox anxiety. The false belief that being available means being effective. See, even the people that come on live and do a lot of stuff on social media, after they are done with those live sessions, they are not on social media. I'm one of them. By the time I'm done, I'm out. Because the more I stay here, if I'm not here to create like this now, if I'm consuming, I wouldn't have the time to actually work on myself to bring something here tomorrow. And the big deal for me is I know that a creator, God has created me a creator, so I don't want to consume nothing, especially junk from the streets of social media. Number 3, meetings overload. Too much talking, not enough thinking. So you go for professional meetings in quotes and they're just talking because no one can think, nobody can prefer the right solutions, so the meetings can end and we move. Do you know that in ideal multi-billion-dollar industries, meetings are held standing? Meetings are held in few minutes. We leave there. Even the meetings where they get to sit, right? They are preferring solutions. There's nothing like meetings overload, because the meetings are not meetings where they talk. But in meetings where the professionals are tech bingers, social media bingers, we just have what we call meetings overload. They talk and everybody's tired. No solution. Number 4, it now leads to mental fatigue caused by staring at screens for extended hours. Do you know a professional who's struggling with this? You know the professionals in your workspace, your colleagues, your friends who are struggling with this. Have you tagged them to this post? Tag them, share this link with them, put it wherever you want to put it. Let them come, let's have this conversation. My greatest desire is that as I got saved, yes, I got saved. I felt like I repented again, because tech binging is a big deal. As I got saved, I want to be that voice in the wilderness shouting, tech binging is killing you, professionals. Move away from tech binging. Come and join book binging. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And please invite everyone that you know that should be here. Okay. Number 5, no protected time for deep work. Distractions on the calendar. Dear professionals, when did you actually wake up from sleep and you just sit down on your study table or on your bed just to think, just to meditate, just to reflect, just to do some journaling, just to do some gratitude journaling, some deep work, some deep connections with your soul, with your creator? Because there's this overload and addiction, there's short-term, very short-term. People don't even have time for those deep work anymore. Those deep work now seem boring. Distractions have owned the calendar. Number 6, short form content rewires the brain for passive consumption, not active learning. It's sad that even in churches today, people go for service and they are on their phones. Because, of course, the sermon that will be preached is too much of a mental work for them. They can't deal. They have short form of content consumption. If it's too long, I mean, the pastor is preaching for 30 minutes, they are out. They're not wired for long-term active learning anymore. Sad. Number 7, multitasking myth. Now, this is the bad part. Some people say things like, oh, I'm listening to the message, I'm listening. And they are on social media. The multitasking myth is a big, you're not listening, nothing. Active learning is that you put the phones away, put them on focus mode. Yes, you put the phones away. See, as a professional, you should have hours within the day. I mean, we're going to talk about how to shift from tech binging to book binging in a few minutes. But as a professional, you should have minutes, hours within the day that your phone is on focus mode. I have it. If it's an emergency, you want to call me at that time, you may not be able to reach me. Except you want to reach a team member or someone else who will respond. I'm not in that space at the time. Someone else may respond to you, but it most likely may not be me. Because those are my reverent moments. I refer to them as my special moments. The time when I get to be me. Okay? The multitasking myth, it reduces efficiency up to 40%. More than that, scratch that. Oh, I'm listening to you, but you're on the phone. Oh, I'm listening to you, but you're doing something else. You're not listening. When people who matter are speaking to you, the phone should be dropped and you actually pay attention. Okay? Number 8, tech-enabled procrastination. Social media equals the illusion of productivity. Oh, I'm going to do it. Let me just finish this thing. Let me just spend 2 minutes here. And it's never 2 minutes. From 2 minutes, it's going to 10 minutes, it's going to 15 minutes, and the circle continues. Number 9, poor information diet. Yes, scrolling more but understanding less. That's poor information diet. Things you should have gotten into your body, but it's not going into your brain. Finally, number 10, no thinking space. Just wake up and you move. No reflection. There's no strategic evolution. So it's even showing when you speak of the content they create. You can tell that this person has no depth in what they're saying. Now to the solution. How do you shift from tech binging to book binging? Please come closer. If you feel like this is too hard for you, I want you to be calm. I've got solutions for you. I've got solutions for you. Call everybody you know. Let me give you the solution, okay? 6 practical ways you can move away from tech binging to book binging. Number 1, create a routine. A book before phone rule. Yes. Create it. Have things you have to do in the morning before you get to the phone. Have it as a rule. If I haven't done this, I am not going here. It's one thing that saved my life. That's how I repented. I had to set a rule. If I haven't done this, I ain't going to social media. I'm not going there. Even if you're an impact person, you're a coach, or you're doing something, find a team member who will do that for you. Get off social media, please. It will help you. Create a rule. Number 2, replace apps on your home screen with books, an ebook, or something relating to reading. Now, this one thing we'll be doing at the Spirit Reading Masterclass come June 20th, 2025 is that we'll be giving you some other apps that are for reading that are going to replace these other apps. Yes, and these are the apps you need to put on your home screen. They will help you. Of course, there are gamified ways of doing these things. Okay, which is what we'll be teaching at the Spirit Reading Masterclass. We'll be giving you all of this, a long list of stuff like this that you can use to replace these other apps that are distracting. Okay. Number 3, set phone-free zones. Yes, example: no phones at meals. It's distracting. Reading corners, no phones there. Reading or eating time or bonding time with your spouse, no phones. Or no phones after 9 p.m., no phones after 10 p.m. But you need to set phone-free zones, or tech-free zones, or gadget-free zones. If you have younger children, you want to set a phone-free home, or a tech-free home, or a screen-free home to help you and your younger children. It's one thing that helped us. Okay, so we had to set up a law, had to set up a rule. And it's been running for years now because we have children who are younger than 5, so we have no business with screens. And that was how I was saved. I have no business with screens. I have no business with TV or... It can help you. Okay? Number 4, track screen time and reading time weekly. Measure what matters. You need to measure it to know what it is. Okay? Track it. Watch your screen time. Watch your reading time daily so that you know where you are. Number 5, schedule scroll windows. So instead of read when you're free, flip the priority. Instead of reading when you're free, flip the priority. So flip or scroll through social media when you're free. Flip it. So let it be that, okay, I'm going to do Instagram for 10 minutes, but that's after I'm done with my book. Or I'm going to do Instagram for 10 minutes, but that's after I'm done with dropping off my kids in the morning, and just fix like a time. Flip the priority, right? Number 6, use accountability systems. Like the Book Bingers booth, our Inner Circle program, or join a challenge. The beauty of the Spirit Reading Masterclass is that we'll have a private community that will have a mini challenge that we'll do for just a few days so that you can actually put the skill into practice. Now, finally, how does speed reading set your brain free? Quickly, 1, cognitive clarity. See, fast reading removes the fog that all of the tech binging did to you. So one thing that helped me, right, when I was getting to leave tech binging was that I gained the skill early. So when I was going back to my books, I learned the skill almost immediately and I just ran with it. Okay. Number 2, improve focus. Now, because speed and focus are linked, just the way you focus on your stereo on the road when you're driving on high speed, when you're reading faster, you are training your eyes and brain to stay with the text, which help you build mental stamina. Number 3, better memory. Active reading, of course, will give you active recall, active memory, better memory. Number 4, creative stimulation. Active reading builds retention and recall. Tech scrolling doesn't. Tech binging doesn't. Social media binging doesn't, right? Number 5, time recovery. Yes, you gain back your time. You gain back the 7 hours that the average professional spends on the phone. And even if it's 2 to 3 hours a day, calculate that by a week. Calculate that by a month. Oh, yeah. I was reading this book and I found out Donald Trump says, oh, I do 4 hours sleep daily on an average. So I have like how many hours? Multiply that. So I have like how many more days extra in the year? And that was amazing. So who knows how many hours, how many days you'll be winning back. Now that's how I'm able to do what I do actually. When people ask questions like, how do you do all of this? You do your toddler mom, this is how I gain back my hours. I gain back my time. I just took off. One thing we do in our inner circle at the Book Bingers Growth, the inner circle program with Social Academy, is that I had to develop. So when this happened to me, I had to develop the 10 T's of time management. And one of it is technology management. Now, of course, this is a whole system. We'll have like a full guide to it and all of that. But I discovered that was my major secret. So all of what I do is not necessarily taking away the things that are priority in my life. No, I was able to build technology management. I was able to get away from that place. So I gained back lots of hours that were lost in tasks. Finally, number 6, mental control. Speed reading rewires your brain to direct attention, not just react to stimuli, which is what tech binging does to you. So you just hear boom on the phone, you react. You hear boom, you just move. So you stop that, okay? I want to leave you with this quote. Your phone is the remote control for your mind, but reading is the reset button for your life. Your phone is the remote control for your mind. Especially if you've been dealing with tech binging, that's okay. But with this now, I just want you to know that, see, reading is the reset button for your life, especially as a professional. I hope this helped and I hope you loved it today. Tomorrow we'll be here again for Speed Reading Short Break Series at 1 p.m. I'm Leslie Grace, the founder of the Smart Speakers Academy. Are you still waiting to join the Speed Reading Masterclass? Send speed. Put speed in the comment section. The team will reach out to you right away. Or send as a DM speed and we'll give you all the information that you need to join the Speed Reading Masterclass. Or better still, use the link in our bio, go to our seller store and buy it, or chat up the WhatsApp number on the link in our bio to get details to register for the Speed Reading Masterclass. In a few days, the early bird discount will be off. It's currently still at $19,999. That's a giveaway. You're having that class, you're having guides, you're having this private community, all for $19,999. That's too much of a giveaway. Okay, take advantage of it now. Otherwise, the discount will be off and the price will be back to the real price. Thank you so much for joining us. Share this post with someone that you know this will be a blessing to. Follow this page if you are not. Love the live when we get to share it. And thank you once again for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. We keep sharing reading tips and everything about smart speaking, smart thinking, smart reading here on this page. And thank you for always joining us. This is the Smart World.